Hi and welcome to Newstalk.ie. This week we're here at McAuley Place on the Solons Road. The Newstalk Housing Association is a voluntary non-profit organisation who have been working to provide sheltered accommodation for older persons since 2000. They have fully succeeded in renovating the former Convent of Mercy building and the old parish centre here in Naas. Recently, the concept of an Alzheimer's Cáfe has been added as an event in the tea rooms here at McAuley Place. The Naas local team caught up with Margharita Solons, who is the chairperson of McAuley Place Committee, to speak to her about the new addition of an Alzheimer's Cafe here at the McAuley Place tea rooms.
Anne Harris, who's a member of the board of Newstalk Housing Association here at McAuley Place, thought that there would be really good synergy between what the Alzheimer's Cafe wanted to provide for older people and what we're already providing. We're serving all people in the community. So young people, teenagers, older people using the community centre, using the convent tea rooms, older people that are using the housing facilities, their accommodation. Then obviously we'd like to be a service to people with dementia as well. So we're an all-inclusive community here, so there was a really good energy between both. The plan is that it would be every Wednesday night, every Wednesday at the end of the month, the last Wednesday at the end of the month over there, and I think it's 7 or 7:30 until 10 o'clock. And the concept is really good because it will be the cup of tea and the cake or the bun, but there will always be somebody from kind of a healthcare background or a social care background that will be able to advise people about various things that will improve the lot of the people who have dementia themselves or who are caring for people with dementia, or even if it's just a friend. And the tea rooms is an integral part of the entire development. So when we were initially designing the place, it was always that we were designing it as the place that we would like to live in when we're older, as opposed to for notional older people. So if I live in the apartment development here, I would not like there to be a communal dining area just for the residents, because that's kind of siloing older people together, but I want to be able to be part of my community all the time. So the tea rooms, having the tea rooms in the development but open to the entire community, means that even if I'm not able to get out, the community is coming in and I'm going out by staying in. When you walk in the front door, you don't feel any sense of institution because it's not an institution. You smell the home baking because we do all the baking in-house, which is really, really nice. Then you hear the chatter going on from whoever it is that's out there. It's just a really good energy in the entire development. We've got planning permission for a health through learning centre in a derelict building just across from our community centre. It's an absolutely beautiful old building, very derelict, but what we're going to have out there is the front lobby will be a little bit like the lobby when you saw it coming in there. But for older people living in the community isolated on their own, there are very few places that they can actually go to if they don't know anybody. Yeah. So it's a drop-in space, but not just for older persons. It's a community lounge. So somebody dropping their children into school, for example, can go and use this community lounge, or somebody who's unemployed can go there and meet new people. And through the community lounge is the entry into, it's like a making centre. So we'll be doing things like wood turning and weaving and flower arranging and basket making. So a great way for the community to connect together. And then leading out from that is an absolutely beautiful woodland garden. And we're going to develop that so it's a space that people can actually walk safely, not afraid of falling because there are people around them.
Naas Local also spoke to Newstalk presenter Pat Kenny, who was here on the night to officially launch the Alzheimer's Cafe.
Well, I've had a connection with the Alzheimer's Society of Ireland for quite a while. Regularly I would do the radio ads for the tea day. The real reason is it goes back to my mother, who was diagnosed with Alzheimer's and who passed on with that condition. It gave me an insight into what it is and how important it is to kind of keep normality going as long as possible, sociability, activity and so on, and memory, evocations, all of those kind of things which can keep the final onset of the disease at bay for a lot longer than maybe some of the doctors think. I know the philosophy here will be to have the tea and cakes, which is very, very important, but also people can meet each other, be they families, be they people who've been diagnosed themselves but who have an understanding of what's going on. They can talk to each other, which is very important, but also there'll be regular information evenings, whether it's dietary information or information about exercise or social stimulation, whatever it is. That information, when it's shared and discussed, can be very valuable. So I think it's a great idea. What we can do, obviously, is provide a framework for sociability, for interaction, and for mental stimulation. McAuley Place in general is such an innovative and brilliant idea. There are so many buildings, often old religious buildings, which are heading for dereliction, which could be rescued. So I think the whole model could be replicated all over the place. I hope it is.
For more information on the Alzheimer's Cafe, you can drop into McAuley Place here beside the parish church on the Solons Road.